I'm sure every young person wants to become a YouTube influencer, but many have tried, and many have failed. But what if you become a YouTube star or influencer without even really trying to be one? Well, the influencer we're about to talk about, Ali Abdaal, did that, and we're going to talk about his rise to success and what you can learn from it. Now before we begin, welcome to our channel. Tell us what you think about the video in the comments, and when you're done making that comment, give this video a thumbs up. Ali Abdaal is currently one of the biggest YouTubers with a subscription base of over 1.7 million subscribers. He has many business ventures outside of YouTube, and based on his overall efforts is currently making upwards of $1 million annually from his combined business ventures. But you probably wouldn't have thought he had a simpler beginning, right? You hear it all the time. A YouTuber would start from nothing, either they're a college dropout or a lowly employed individual, until they're a millionaire. In the case of Ali Abdaal, he was a student, not a dropout, and he was an accomplished one. He was studying to become a doctor, and his YouTube channel at the time was detailing his experience trying to gain a sustainable medical career for himself within the UK. Ali Abdaal has made some accomplishments. For example, he passed his biomedical admissions test, BMAT for short, and University Clinical Aptitude Test, UCAT for short, recently graduated from Cambridge University, and was a doctor for a short while before he quit and focused on his career as a content creator. But before he even passed those tests, he was looking for advice on how to pass them, and that was where he discovered his first problem to solve. He couldn't find a lot of information on these tests. Naturally, this inspired Ali Abdaal to create the company 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐬. This website would offer courses that would help medical students with passing these tests so that they can get to the next level in their journey in the health industry. This was also a part of his video content on YouTube, where he would do videos and give information that would help medical students, and he would tell his viewers, or most likely medical students, about his company 𝐦𝐸, and made links within the description box below so that the students can be funneled to his website. That's your first lesson. A business's job is to solve the problem of their customer. Ali Abdaal recognized a problem and immediately invented a solution, 𝐦𝐸. Another factor to take into consideration is that he made it affordable, knowing that medical students did not have the disposable income to pay for something expensive. Ali Abdaal should know about this personally, because he was one of them. So making it affordable was important to make sure that he could get as wide of a customer base as possible. And that didn't mean that he didn't give free advice. He would. He hid the advanced version of his lessons within the package the prospective customer would pay for. This way, he seems like he's still helping you, and if you feel confident enough, you as a customer can take the free advice and run with that. But if you want more assistance, then you would pay a rather cheap cost. Either way, Ali Abdaal doesn't come off as a cruel person, but as a person who wants to help you as much as he wants to help himself. It's also good to get that loyalty and appreciation from the customer base early on. Add on to the fact that this would be his larger customer base because of how cheap the programs he offered were. There was going to be a higher potential for this customer base. Now let's talk about the free advice that he gave. When it comes to YouTube, educational content is king there, and Ali Abdaal's content when he first started was perfect for the platform. A lot of his earlier videos were educational and centered on teaching his viewers the same struggles he's gone through as a student himself, but also to help them with their exams and navigating being a medical student. A lot of his videos in the early days went over studying, taking exams, and productivity. Now, a lot of people teach on YouTube, so why was he more successful than others? Simple, the specificity of his videos. He was teaching people lessons in relation to being a medical student in the UK, and he was technically the only one doing it at that time, and this gave him first mover privileges, for he was the first and only one at the time teaching this. So you would assume that a lot of medical students, probably thousands, came to his videos, right? In reality, it was probably only around 1,000. The BMAT test is a specific test, and it's usually only around 1,000 people that take that test. But what he did was smart. Because he was the only one, he automatically gained a majority of that audience. Then once he gained the trust of that audience, he used that audience to then elevate himself to a broader audience, which consisted of medical students. This is when he started tailoring his videos to be more about being a medical student, teaching them how to do interviews, how to study, how to improve their productivity, and so on, rather than just talking about that specific admission test. This method is very successful because it allows you to compound your reputation growth by using your influence over a smaller pond. This is what we mean when we say he became successful without trying to be a YouTube influencer, because he didn't. Everything he has done up to now is about helping the viewer. When you approach YouTube content creation with the idea that you want to be a content creator instead of thinking about how to help people watching your content, you're most likely not going to become a successful content creator because you forget that the original goal that you should be trying to achieve, helping the viewer. Now let's talk about the skills that Ali Abdaal has learned. One of the skills that he learned early on when he was a child was how to code. When he became a YouTube content creator, it became an important skill for him to lean on. So if you're going to start a YouTube channel, learning how to code would be a good thing, especially if you want to start a website or even use coding skill to add some presentation to any of your web content. Hey, are you enjoying the video? Like the video and make sure to comment on what you think so far about it. Thank you for your support. Now, let's continue. One thing to remember about Ali Abdaal was that he wasn't an overnight success. It took him a good amount of time to build trust with his audience and to eventually have that trust and reception lead to compounded success later on. For example, it took all 6 months and 52 high-quality videos before he was able to apply for Google AdSense. That's a lot of work he had to do before he could get the opportunity to even make money with his YouTube channel. And he also makes money in other ways outside of YouTube monetization. One of those ways is affiliate marketing, and this is where Ali Abdaal shows cleverness. Knowing your audience is important to understanding how you're going to market to your audience and what you're going to market to them. He knew his audience was, at the core, medical students, but the culture around the health industry and medical workers was how detail-oriented they were and how efficient they want to be. This was a distinctive part of what makes health workers good at their job, and they have to be detail-oriented and efficient, so productivity was something that they cared about. No doctor wants to waste their time when they can find a faster way to do something. This is why Ali Abdaal's productivity videos were some of the most popular videos he has on his channel. I'm sure he's looked at his analytics and saw where his audience learned the most. So when he does affiliate market products, it's products he's using himself, and with his high trustworthiness, this tactic was successful. As far as Google AdSense, he makes upwards of $30,000 per week from his videos, while video sponsorships hit nearly $200,000 per year. His affiliate marketing revenues surpass over $160,000 from sales. But most of the money he makes isn't even from the products he sells, it's from his lessons. Ali Abdaal started releasing courses on Skillshare, and he has made over $500,000 in revenue from those courses. But when Ali Abdaal released his YouTube Academy course outside of his Skillshare content, he outdid that. The course showed beginning YouTubers how to become as successful as him and taught them everything from video editing, marketing your brand on YouTube, the habits that helped Ali Abdaal become successful, and what you can do to become successful within your niche. This course has made him over $2.5 million. His success and rise are amazing enough in themselves, but there are a lot of lessons you can learn from this. We've talked about some of them, but let's go deeper, shall we? If you watch a lot of his videos, you'll hear him say this a couple times. It's a mantra that he keeps. The steps are as follows. Step 1, make content that is useful to the viewer. Step 2, upload once a week. And step 3 is to repeat step 1 or 2. But the harder part is to do this for 2 years. Now this is where long-term thinking comes in. It's easy to run out of ideas for content. What Ali Abdaal suggested was to create topic clusters that you can build upon over long periods. For example, video commentary or reviewing content that you can always get in large supply, such as books, movies, or TV, vlogging, etc. Now this has to tie in with the content you're currently creating. If this is a part of your persona, then you can do this to keep content flowing until you get a creative idea for either a campaign of content or a new video idea that you just came up with. This way, there's never a dull moment. Remember when we said that he's made money from sponsorships? It's not only his YouTube channel, but with his podcasts as well. Ali has 2 of them. He now has a podcast with his brother called Not Overthinking, and another one named The Deep Dive Podcast. The costs of making these episodes are higher than his profit, but he has been working towards turning these platforms into a new stream of income, and that's going to take time, just like with his YouTube channel. So Ali Abdaal is patient enough and knows the long game is worth playing in that regard. And in talking to him about losing money with his podcast, we can say this isn't the first time Ali Abdaal has made some losses. When he invested in stocks and cryptocurrency, he took significant losses, and he was able to give his audience good advice on how to navigate that, what stocks you should invest in, and what you should understand before going into it. One thing he always says about investing in stocks and cryptocurrency is that if you don't go in with the assumption that you're going to lose money, you're going to be greatly disappointed. Because losing money is normally how things go with stocks and cryptocurrency. If you do make money, it's usually after a long period of investing in specific cryptocurrencies, and if stocks, it's usually low risk, low yield stock. For Ali Abdaal, he did it for fun. He has enough money to burn. But if you're a poor person, it's not recommended for you to go into investing or cryptocurrency. Your money would best be used elsewhere. For Ali Abdaal has spoken about his increase in expenses, where last year he spent over $1 million in expenses and currently has 17 people hired under his company. The reason he's spending all of this money is because he knows the only way to grow his company is to invest in his company. That means, yes, entrepreneurs, you have to spend money to make money. Don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as an investment in yourself, because that's the best investment you can make within this life, better than even stocks. The reason investing in yourself or your business is better than investing in other businesses is because you don't know. You don't know what's happening in other businesses, countries, or any of these entities that you would invest in. You don't know what's going to happen with the cryptocurrency market. But if you invest in yourself, you know what you're going to do. You know what you need to do to grow your business and yourself. This is why you are the best investment. So what do you think of Ali Abdaal? Did you enjoy the video? Well, let us know in the comments below. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notifications when we put out a new video. And we'll see you there.